Hi there, my name is JP Letnick. I am owner of Sapphire SEO, and in this video I'm going to show you how to set up your own WordPress website by hooking up your Godaddy domain name to your Hostgator hosting account, installing WordPress, and doing some basic setup so that you are ready to go for your blog site. So where we're going to start off with is we're going to go check on our domain name. Here we are in GoDaddy. Now, if you don't have a GoDaddy account, go ahead and go to godaddy.com, create an account, purchase a domain name, and go into the domain manager by going up here on the right-hand side, going to your products and your domain names. So here we are in the domain name manager. And as you can see here, this is the domain name we're going to be working with today, wood-stoves-for-sale.com. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to take this domain name, we're going to click on it so that we can go into the settings. And you can see here the name servers right here. The name servers is basically just the data that makes the domain name know where to go, which server to point to, which computer it's going to point to so that it can access the files. Right now it's set as domain control, and that's the GoDaddy defaults. So what we want to do is we want to change these name servers to be pointing to our Hostgator hosting account. Now, you would have received a welcome email when you set up your Hostgator account, and in there you're going to have your name servers and your cPanel login, your control panel login. So what you want to do is you want to log into your cPanel with Hostgator, and the name servers will be in the welcome email that you receive from Hostgator, but you can also find them down below on the left-hand side of the screen. You'll see name servers right here. So we're going to go ahead and copy these name servers one at a time, go into our domain name, click Manage under Name Servers, click Custom, enter custom name servers, and paste our first name server in there, copy the second name server, and then put that in the second slot and click OK. Then click Save, and then you're going to see this will take a few moments to take effect. Now, name servers, just so you know, can take up to 3 days to propagate. Basically, it can take 3 days for it to update onto both the GoDaddy and the Hostgator communicating together. It's only happened once to us in the last 10 years, but it has happened, just something to be wary about. Normally, it only takes a couple minutes, so we're just going to click Refresh. You're going to see that the name servers now are blank because it is currently updating. If we hit refresh again, it should show it updated in a few minutes. So while it is updating, as you can see, it's still updating, what we're going to do is we're going to grab the domain name here. We're going to go into our Hostgator account, and now we need to add on this domain name as an add-on domain. If you didn't set this domain up as the main one domain that you have for your hosting account, you have to add it on. So we're going to scroll down and go to our add-on domains, and then we're going to paste this domain name that we just copied into this area here, new domain name. Now this part, as you can see, there's no HTTP or www before, it's just the domain name dot whatever it is. So we're going to change this subdomain FTP username because we already have high impact down below. And so what we're going to change this to is just wood stoves, and then we're going to change the password and click Add Domain. Now it's going to take a little bit to process, just a few seconds, and we should see it updating in a second. There we go. So you can see now the FTP account Woodstoves has been created and the add-on domain has been created. Click Go Back. And if we scroll down here, you can see Woodstoves has been added. There's the FTP account. And it has been added. So now if we go back to GoDaddy and refresh again, we should be able to see the name servers have been updated. Okay, so they're still updating, and that's just what it's going to be. The reality is that it's going to take a little bit of time for it to update. So if we actually go now back to Hostgator and we go into click Home to go back to the cPanel dashboard, even though the name servers for the domain name and the hosting haven't communicated yet, we can still start the WordPress installation process right now. We don't have to wait or waste time. So what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down, and as of this moment, the software that you're going to be using is Quick Install. So you're going to click on Quick Install in your cPanel. It's going to bring you to the Quick Install dashboard. If anything comes up, just close it off or click OK, I've got it. What you want to do is you want to click on WordPress. And they're always going to give you premium options. You don't need it. Just click on Install WordPress. You're going to click the drop down and find your domain name. And so you'll see here, it gives you woodstoves.highimpactmarketing.ca. For example, this would be your main domain name that you registered with the hosting account, and it gives you the FTP. What you want is to make sure you choose your actual domain name, so the full domain name right there. Install path, now this you could put as blog if you want to just install on a different portion of the domain name, but we're just going to leave this blank. Admin email, this is important to put up a valid email address because you're going to get sent the credentials for your website at this email. So we're going to go ahead and put in just our regular email address. And blog title, this is going to be wood, furniture, and stoves. That's what we're going to put. Admin user, we're just going to create a username that we normally use and put my first name and my last name. And that's all you're going to be putting in. The admin username is what you're going to use to log into your WordPress account. The passwords are going to be automatically generated for you once we click install here. It's going to try and offer you again setting up WordPress. Just click no thanks, I'm a web designer. Okay, so your install is complete. Click here to view the notifications. You click the drop down here to get your login information. So you copy this. I highly recommend you copy this and save it somewhere. We're going to go ahead and put it into our document. Okay, so now that we've saved our password into our document, what we're going to do is we're going to, again, double check, refresh on Godaddy, just see if it's been updated. It's still not updated. That's totally fine. And so now our WordPress is updated. What we want to do is, once we do get access to the WordPress, we want to change the password to something that is more memorable for us. Or you can keep it the same since you copied it down and saved it somewhere. But we're going to double check. We're just going to click on this link here. It should bring us here. And again, you can see we can't access the site. The domain name hasn't been linked with the name servers. However, you can see it's updating because it's not giving us any error messages. So it is attempting to log itself in. What I usually do is I'll just kind of hit enter a couple times on the site. Basically, I'm not even sure if this really does anything, but I believe that it kind of sends a ping notification that someone's trying to access the site, and I find that it usually refreshes the name servers pretty quickly after that. So we're just going to take a little break right now, just wait until the name servers are propagated, and once they have them, we can continue from there. Hey there. All right, so we're back. It has been a couple of hours later, and we're about to check for the name server. So we're going to refresh here on GoDaddy, and we're probably going to have to log back in. Nope, okay, here we go. So now you can see the Hostgator name servers have been updated. And if we go into the site, and we've already refreshed actually, and this is what we see. So we see that it is working now. We see the WordPress basically first screen. So what we need to do is we need to log into the site. So if we go back to our credentials here, you can see this is the domain /wp-admin. That's going to be your dashboard login. And remember, we need to put in our username and grab our password that was created here. So we're going to log in. And what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the password. So you go to users, you go to your username, and you can scroll down, you click generate password. It'll generate a password for you. Just close that off, and then you are able to go ahead and create a new password. So we've created a new password. As you can see, it is a strong password. We've already hidden it, so you can't see what it is. But we're going to click update profile. And there we go. Your password has been updated. So we're going to add that to our document, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now that we've updated our password, what we need to start doing, first off, is just double check a few settings. What you want to do is you're going to want to go into plugins. And your plugins, there's some plugins that automatically get installed onto your site. Some people decide to keep them. We decide not to. So Hello Dolly is one that we can get rid of. Jetpack, we don't use that. And Mojo Marketplace, we don't use that. Ninja Forms, I mean, you can keep this if you like. We're going to deactivate it because we have a different one. Formidable as well, we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to deactivate them first. And then we are going to select them again, along with Hello Dolly, and we're going to delete them. Reason for this is you always want to delete any plugins that you're not going to use. That way you don't take up space on your site, it doesn't slow it down. And also, if you don't update your plugins all the time, then you're leaving backdoor for hacking. So this should have been deleted. Let's delete it again. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to update Akismet. Akismet is a comment spam filtration software. It comes preloaded. Very definitely something you want to keep. Click activate your Akismet account. If you don't have an API key, you click get your API key here. We already have one, so we're going to go ahead and just put it in. Once you have your key, you put your key inside, you click use now. There's the API key. We click show the number of approved comments and silently discard and click save changes. There we go. And then we're going to go to General and Settings. You can see here that the tagline, it says just another WordPress site. We're going to change this. We're going to just put it in something random. So everything you need to know about furniture and stoves. But you're going to put whatever is related to your site. Down here, we're going to click Save Changes. And then we're going to go to Reading. And you can see this is where you're going to change your front page to make it your home page and your blog page later on. And then permalinks, we're going to go change that to post name and click Save Changes. There we go. All right, so one of the next things we're going to do is we're going to add some plugins. So go back to Plugins, click Add New, and we're going to search Yoast. So you're going to search Yoast SEO. And then Yoast SEO should come up. You can see there's over 1 million active installs and updated 2 weeks ago and compatible with your version of Windows. So we're going to install now. Compatible with your version of WordPress. Click Activate Plugin. And there you go. You can start the tour if you want and just click Close. Most of the settings that come right out of the box are everything you need. You don't really need to play around with that at all. So then we're going to click Add New. We're going to go to iTheme and search. This is a security plugin. So we're going to click this, install now, activate plugin, and you can get a free API key. This is going to help increase the security on your site. We're going to just disregard that for now. We're going to click secure your site now. So bring us into the plugin. You can make a backup if you like, but we're just going to go ahead and click allow file updates. We'll click secure, and that's it for that. We're going to click the X. Then the next thing we're going to do is I always temporarily whitelist my IP address. That way it gives me the IP address for my computer. I copy this, go into settings, and we're going to scroll down. And actually, I'm going to remove the notification email because I don't want to see them. And we're going to scroll down. Down we go. Oh, here we go. Lockout whitelist. So we're going to put our IP address in here, and we're going to save. And what that does is basically it'll keep the software from blocking your own computer. In case you forget your password, you're trying too many times, it would block your computer unless you put your IP address in here. Now if we scroll down a little bit more, 404 detection, I would enable this. And then we're going to keep scrolling down. Enable brute force protection, we're going to click that. And if you want, you can put file change detection on. This will probably slow down your site a little bit as it scans for file changes, and then it'll send you a notification just so that you know if files are being changed without you actually making changes to the site yourself. You will know, which is good. But this does typically tend to slow your site down a little bit, so I usually just leave it off. Hide login area. This is important. Right now, your login is WP-admin. I recommend turning this on, and this is the default of what they give you, WP login. It's different than the default login page. So now your website login for WordPress would be your website /WP login instead of WP-admin. That way it's just easier, more difficult for people to hack your website. So after all those changes, click Save Changes, and now your site's way more protected. All right, so now that you have your SEO plugin and your security plugin added, what we are going to do is change your theme. So right now, if you go to your site, you can see it's really, really basic. So what you want to do is you want to go to Appearance and Themes. And you can see you come preloaded with 2015, 2014, but you can also add new themes. So I'm going to click Add New Theme. And you can see all these different themes. So you can choose from all of these different ones. Or if you like, you can get premium designs. Now, you can get premium designs a couple places. The ones we recommend, if you go to sapphireseo.org, sapphireseo.org/elegant, you'll come to elegantthemes.com. This has premium themes and plugins. So this is very, very good themes that you can get. Now, the one we recommend right now with them is Divi, a very flexible theme. But however, if you want, there's also themeforest.net. You can buy a lot of different themes on this site here. The one that we currently really like that we're using is called The 7. And so here it is right here. You can see it's had over 35,000 sales, 5-star rating. It's really, really flexible. It's an amazing theme. I highly recommend that. This is worth the $59 if you're going to use it. But it also gives you a bunch of plugins, premium plugins. Very, very powerful. Once you've chosen a theme, let's just, for example, say you're going to use this one. So we're going to click Install and Activate. So now that we've activated that, we refresh our site, and you can see, here we go, there's the new site. There's a bunch of preloaded content already on there for us to work with. And what you want to do now is you want to start adding some pages. So the main ones that you want to do, and I usually delete these ones that come preloaded with the site, you want to add at least your home page and your blog page. So we're going to do home page and publish, and then we're going to add new. I'm going to go create a blog page and publish. And then we're going to go to our settings, our reading. Now you select static home page for front page and post page blog page. I choose summary and then save the changes. And then now if you go to your site, you're going to have your home page as your home page and your blog page as your blog page. And that is how you create a WordPress website from the basics. Design is a different story, and adding content to your pages to make it look pretty is also a different story. But this is how you create a WordPress website from scratch using Godaddy and Hostgator. Thank you again for watching. My name is JP Letnick from Sapphire SEO. Feel free to contact us with any questions at sapphireseo.org.